Hey, welcome back. How you all doing? Hope you're all well. So last night was very interesting to say the least. Tabitha was asleep in bed, and so was Rob, and I was just kind of sat in the van watching a movie. And next thing I know, I just hear a thud against the side of the van, and I was like, "What the hell is that?" And then I was listening out, obviously, if I could hear another one. Then another one happened, so I thought there was someone on the outside of the van. So I kind of like scrambled in, out of the bed, just in my boxes, because obviously I'd always sleep in my boxes. Put my sandals on and picked up like the big knife that we've got, and I'm just sat there on the edge of the bed like shouting. And then all I hear is like, and then like sounds like something's eating grass, and I thought it's bloody cows, innit? So obviously it's foggy as hell out. Opened the window a little bit, and then I literally all I seen was just surrounded by cows, and there was bulls, not cows, surrounded by bulls. They had like long horns and everything, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. And it's literally foggy as hell, so I'm shining with like my flashlight, just having a look around. And then I hear Rob start beeping his horn, so then I started the engine and then started beeping our horn. Luckily they moved off eventually. We kind of had to get out, shout, and obviously swing our arms and keep like banging the horn. So but they eventually moved off, and they had calves with them as well, so obviously it's very dangerous if they have calves with them. And then we ended up just kind of finding another spot, so we drove about 20 minutes down to Derwent Water, and we literally just found like a little lay-by. It's quite a nice little spot, but like you're on the side of the road. So what we're actually going to do today is go and do our laundry. We hadn't obviously washed our clothes or anything in 2 weeks, but we've got enough clothes to last us that long. But we're about out, so we need to go and do laundry. And I think there's a laundrette down in Keswick, which is 15 minutes from here. And hopefully we can park outside of it as well, and then we can just go in, do all the laundry, and then come back out. So when we get there, I'll kind of show you about and stuff, because I don't know what the price is like either. So I'll update you on that like when we get there. So let's head over now. So we're down at the laundrette now, literally just behind me. It's really easy to use. It's £4 a wash. I don't know if that's good or bad. Like it's £8 because we've got to do 2 washes. We've got to do a dark wash and a light wash. So it's cost us £8 for washing. I'm not sure about the dryers. It doesn't really say. It just says they take 50p coins. So I think you just put 50p in and then kind of press a button, and maybe it spins for a certain amount of times, and you just have to put another 50p in if you need longer. So yeah, it's super simple. It was actually hard to park around here though, because it's packed. We're in like a residential area, so yeah, it was a bit hard to find a parking spot. Managed to find one in the end, so that's alright. We didn't have to go and pay for parking, which we thought we'd had to do. So I think it's probably going to cost us about £10 to do all our washing, which would be £10 every couple of weeks. Not too bad, you know what I mean? Over the year it probably works out as the price of like one washing machine, and then you'd need a dryer anyway. So every couple of years you're probably working out like you'd be buying a whole washer and dryer, but it's not too bad obviously on the road, so it's a good solution to our problem of obviously washing. It saves having to washing like the van and stuff as well, and then having the hassle of trying to dry it as well. So yeah, so it's not too bad. And they only take half hour as well, so what the plan was for Tabitha to come and sit in here and wait for the washing to be done, and I was going to go back to the van and start editing yesterday's video. But there's kind of no point if it only takes half an hour, and then by the looks of it the dryers take really quick as well. 2 people have already been in, dried and left in about 15 minutes. So it seems like they dry really quick. So probably in an hour. There's no point going back to the van to obviously do like any editing or anything, because by the time I get the computer out and start editing, Tabitha will be back. So I thought I might as well just sit in here and wait and relax, just kind of sit there twiddling my thumbs, and then we'll go back to the van and then find a park up for tonight, because we ain't doing anything today. It's absolutely miserable, just like piddle down rain. So we're just going to go and find a parking space for tonight. Probably go back to Allswater just because it's kind of close by, and then kind of wait out till tomorrow. But we'll speak about tomorrow obviously as it's happening, because it's quite an interesting and exciting little thing we've managed to come up with. So yeah, that'll be an interesting video, I reckon. But as for the laundry, it's super easy. We'll speak when we get back to the van about obviously if it was decent, if they're dry and clean or whatnot and all that sort of stuff. So we'll see you back at the van. So back in the van now, a little park up for the night. As usual, I kind of forgot to do any more recording until just now, which is about 9:30. So yeah, the laundrette was fine. The actual drying cost us £5.50, which we thought was expensive. It should have been £5, but the machine just ate one of our 50p coins. There's like a squirrel or something outside the van. Just hear something squealing. Yeah, so that just distracted me a minute. But yeah, it cost us £5.50 for the dryer. Dried really well though, but just you have to keep putting 50p in, then pressing the button, and when it runs out, it's about 5 minutes, then press 50p again. But to be fair, it weren't anything bad. Like, you know what I mean, it was nice and easy to do. Literally, the hardest bit was actually finding a parking space around there. But I don't know how it would be elsewhere. You know what I mean? Obviously, everywhere's different, but we're definitely going to carry on doing that. And when we get through like 2 weeks worth of clothing, we'll go to find a laundrette. Even if it's a little drive away, you know what I mean? It's worth it just because it's easier than washing it in the van, and you definitely know your clothes are clean. So we're going to carry on doing it. I don't know if this would have helped you or anything like that, but it was kind of just documenting our little bit of going to find the laundrette and getting our clothes done. So we're going to end the video here. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow.